2:50 p.m. in Kenya. Maybe good morning and good evening wherever you are, depending on your time frame. So guys, welcome to another live stream. Remember guys, I have a goal to achieve. I'm actually fighting with watch hours, and that is why I'm here all the time. Of course, I'll be doing still another live stream in the night, targeting a storybook for, or rather handling of essays, guys. So welcome on board, and thank you for being here. So we are back to Nyabohanze Gintu. Gintu was talking about installation of CTVs, and I'm here to remind you that the CTVs are now working. So I hope you're not up to any mischief. Because according to Gintu, in his video, he was trying to say that they think he is the one who is going to the villa, whichever means, and extracting information. And he was clarifying that by no means is he, but other people, including Gitriba and Mawira. He was also trying to say that they were chased away. However, we can still see Gitriba around, which means that was allegedly a lie, possibly. So guys, as Marwa did the CCTVs, of course, normally you are supposed to announce. Anytime you are putting CCTVs, you are supposed to announce and even put posters to show that there's surveillance. This, puts the blame on whoever will violate the expectations and cross the borders, So you inform them so that they know if they're being recorded, they're in an environment where recording is taking place. Yeah, guys, so Jamaica guys, Wagwan, if you're in Kenya, welcome, karibu sana. From other countries, we are also welcoming you here, Germany, Sydney, and any other nation, South Africa. Those who watch me in the house, you're welcome on board, guys. So we'll be here for about 1 hour, doing an analysis of this and that. So I've just seen on is it known as Dr. Philip or somebody like that video, and he was talking about Ernesto. Is it Ernesto or Ernesto? The scamming aspect of 700,000 K, and I'm like, can you make it clear? And I did watch the entire video, but I didn't see anything to do with scamming in Prince Odinga's video. So why is it that sometimes people say that some reactors are lying, but they themselves lie? Because I really listened to that video only to hear Dr. Prince Odinga only talking about, yeah, I've made it to do this because of Marwa. If it's not for YouTube, I would not be who I am. I would be a thief. That is what exactly he was saying. He goes about saying that Chris the Great is a scammer. These allegations, guys, I don't like allegations anyway. I like facts most times. So I watched that video, and if anybody understands what Dr. Prince Odinga was saying, they can make me aware. But as for me, I did not get what he was saying. Gita Josh, welcome on board. Thank you so much for coming around. Big up to you. And thank you for being among the top fans to appear on this channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing and share my videos. You can also tell your friends to watch around, because I'm hunting for about 800 watch hours to reach the ultimate goal of monetization, guys. And I'm requesting you every day, every night, every blessed day for your support, because it's through your support that I focus on getting to where I want. So away from the gift of land, guys, let's get to other businesses. Yeah, so Nyabohanze is up to the task, and I don't know, I can see everyone there, whether they are those who are just starting or those who have progressed, talking about jealousy. So it's like a vocabulary in Nyabohanze. The commonest vocabulary is, okay, thank you so much, Gita Josh, for liking my video. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for that. Anybody who comes on board, like the video. Guys, like the video. Like the video. And if you have free time, go check on my other videos. and watch them to support me in this journey of growth. It's not easy. It's a hell. It's a struggle, but it's worth it, guys. So, of course, as we talk of consistency on posting, we also require people who can watch our videos. Zahra, hello, how are you? How are you, Zahra? Thank you for being a top fan number 2. Big up to you. If you've not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing and like the video too. So guys, in Nyabohanse, every day, every blessed day, there is drama. And when you go watch and do some reactions, people are like, can't you talk about anything else? Yeah, there are so many things we can talk about. And sometimes I try to go even to Nigeria, talk about Kora Obidi, I talk about Tubaba, I talk about Obina in Kenya. But, all right. Thank you so much for the promise, Guitar Josh. I'll be very appreciative, because actually my ultimate goal is to fulfill those 800 watch hours, and that will only come through the support of those who are watching me. If they go watch my videos, possibly I'll get the watch hours that are targeted. My videos randomly maybe watch them, and I'll achieve my target. Zahra, I'm waiting for your like, actually, and welcome on board. Thank you so much for being here. Now, Nyabohanse has a lot of great things, by the way. Talk of a village where everybody can make content and make money. And sometimes they do content which is almost similar. Like the time they were doing content on that road Marwa was constructing. Hey, I found it so funny that it's possible people can do just content on something and make it. You also look in their videos, you will see the YouTube River. Almost in everybody's channel, you will see the borders and the market, and you'll see something to do with construction and the maze around there, the villas and all that, and yet they are making it happen, guys. So I think the space is too big for anybody to fight. I don't know why people on Nyabohanse keep fighting each other, but they have a common vocabulary. Everybody talking about jealous. When you go to Brian, they'll say people are jealous about him and they don't want to see him grow. You look at Devi, he will say the same. Marwa will say people are jealous. Dimwango will say that the masters of jealous are the Matikos. The Matikos will say people who are jealous and malicious are Marwa. You go to Anesto, Anesto says that those who are jealous. So this word jealous, I wish they would remove from their dictionary and focus on growth at different rates, because of course all of them cannot grow at the same rate. Somebody who started yesterday and somebody who started last year and that who started today, you can never be at the same rate, you know. But I don't know. It happens that in Nyabohanse, everybody talks about jealous. Now, I looked at a video by Anesto, and Anesto, Honest, not Anesto. You know, we have Anesto and Honest. So, Honest, a video, he was talking about jealous.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's your boy here, the releaser of the soil. It's Ernest, the village boy. Wow, welcome so much, welcome so much. I go by my channel's name goes by Ernest, and I want to. He normally spit nonsense each and every day. You need to respect yourself, respect your age. The things that we are doing here, we are not your age mates. We are not your age mates. Omaje. We are not your age mates. You are not our age mates. Can you see? Exchanging words, you and it Ernest. You need to respect your age. You are the age of Kohera. You need to answer Kohera and the others. But it Ernest, don't answer me. Why? What are you answering? What are you questioning me? You know? What are you answering and what are you reacting on me for? Look here, for example. I'm doing reaction to criticize things that we know that is the truth. And I'm criticizing the Swamp King, who is almost my age mate. In this game, David Omaj, who is your age mate in this game? Who is your age mate? Who is your age mate? Say it clear in the public. Say it clear in public. Some of them, they normally come with nasty things. Oh, you are coming. You are abusing the Swamp King, and you are putting clothes on your fence. When you wash your clothes, that's nonsense which are even they are not even entering anywhere.
So guys, when you listen to these people, you listen to Gintu, listen to Ernesto, listen to Marwa, listen to Devi Jr., listen to Dimwango, listen to everybody in this village. They talk about jealous. And you wonder, if every other person is complaining about envy, who is safe? You know, everyone is complaining about envy and competition. Who is safe? Is it a vocabulary they have picked so that they can do cloud chasing? I don't understand. Because the other day, Mayugno came up and said that as far as you normally see us fight on social media, we have a group or WhatsApp group known as us for ourselves, and we are so much close together. And I was like, all right, let those who want to die because of these people at Nyaboanze die. As for me, I'll just critique each and every blessed day, each and every one of you. And I'll praise that which I say, it's worth it. Like when you look at this guy who is known as Nasto, guys, Nasto, I admire everything about his home and what he does. You know, just look at that. Look at that. A very simple, small, but very beautiful house. Even inside, it has all the taste that we would wish for, you know. Can you imagine that that is, you know, that is a YouTuber's home. Look at that farm. Very beautiful, guys. So, guys,
hey, what's up, guys?
When I look at this guy here, I hope you watched him.
Good evening, happy new month. It's 1st of August 2025. Yeah, I wish you all the best in this new month. Last month was, let me say, it was a bit fair for us. 3 million. And then you still have to pay for electricity, you see. I wish maybe if you buy those, then you don't have to pay for electricity. So it's a bit unfair, especially with the systems that we have. I wish they would just supply electricity, because for me, as a youth, especially in this era that we are in, 2025, these are to be crying for water. We're not supposed to be crying for electricity. Yeah, those things maybe...
Yeah, so the reality is that Nyabohanze has been a village that would be actually in darkness if these people would not have woken up. But the problem is, most of them feel like they have to make one of them a god. You know, like keep praising and worshipping Marwa. Like they say, he is everything. Without him, you know, I don't feel like that should... Though he maybe have led them to the light of especially YouTube. But then that does not mean that they keep worshipping him. They can respect each other for heaven's sake. Then each one of them focuses on their work. And I like how this guy, Nasto, does his thing. Like when you look at what he does, he is building his own house. He's also doing some rental houses. He's even struggling to have electricity. He made the road a very good one. And generally, even his house is a very modern house. A very small, not very big like that. But it's a very beautiful house. When you look around, you really admire it, guys. You know? Now, let's get to the ride, you know? Sometimes it amazes me. Like, many people have been taking Rocio for granted. But see that day, I think it is that day I saw her in the car. When they were going to visit the car selling place in Nairobi, there is something I noticed about her. She's so much informed, only that Marwa does not give her space to share what she knows. And sometimes she keeps quiet because she's thinking, if I say this, what will Marwa think? If I say this, I'll look like I'm controversial. So she keeps quiet, but the reality is that she knows so much. She knows so much, right? Yeah. So, remember yesterday, Kohera Senior came up to give a piece of land to... why am I saying Kohera Senior, actually? Oh, I hope that Kohera Senior will be giving. Anyway, Kondad came up with a piece of land and gave it to Rocio. Now, many theories have risen. People are saying that the reason why he gave is to make her not move away. The reason was to say sorry to her because they had alienated her and wanted out of the family, but the YouTubers and reactors pushed her back. You know, there are so many theories coming up. And in fact, here is one. I just want you to listen to Kohera Senior. Kohera Senior is the real father, the biological father of Marwa. However, he never took time to actually parent Marwa because the mother went away with Marwa. Whoever the problem was, we can never go back because it is what it is. They always say that once it happens, it's like when you spill water. Let's say milk. Once milk is spilled, you cannot, take it back. So let's go check on this. Some message held for review.
That is personal money, which he can say, I bought this land with my money. Which money? Which job? From which source? That is fake. That is cheating. That is actually to create PR, just for public relation that you see, I am the one. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that Marwa has been traveling the last 10 years. He has been traveling all over the world for the last 10 years. And all those 10 years, he was making money. That is the money he was entrusting to Ondari. Once he gets money, he says, okay, please, this is the money, can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? Until now, Marwa is now aging and everything has an end. He is aging. He is now getting
all right,
from the
Sachi part. Okay, you are saying sorry to what I said. My brother said it. I didn't even see the message. Any message that is strong, YouTube normally holds it, and YouTube has held it for review because they don't allow anybody to just send any message. So I didn't even see the message. I was focusing on my review, or rather my critical analysis. So whatever it is, you are forgiven. Such a part, and you can like the video, guys. I only have 1 like and I'm focusing to have 20 likes. We are already 17 minutes past into time, and we will be taking 1 hour here, so keep liking the video. Zahra, I don't know where she went. Gota Josh, where are you? Sachi part, you can actually like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed, and continue listening to this review. So guys, Senior Kohera comes around to critique the fact that Condad has finally given a piece of land to the daughter-in-law, Rocio. Now this a piece of land did not just come at any time. It came after there was a conflict between Marwa and Rocio. And when she came back to the village, the father-in-law, whom we have not been seeing in the picture, that is Condad, for once. In fact, Rocio was testifying on camera and saying, I've not been on this side, has never even visited that area where Marwa used to stay and when he was a kid. They even had to go to that school that Marwa studied and prove to us that Marwa did not suffer in childhood the way he normally says on camera. Because if that is the school he went to, and they are saying in past it used to private school was not child's game. Who thought of private school? Private school has become a common trend maybe in since 2007 there. But when we were studying, that was not a common Mwananchi's place, So thank you, such part. You can like the video. I'm still waiting for your like. All right. Now, when you listen to Kohera Senior, he talks as if he's just carefree, but I feel that he has some sort of pain, He experiences pain because he was the father to Marwa, and he would be the one taking charge of his projects. However, being an absent father, he has never had a chance to do so. So instead, he can only connect with them by critiquing, just like all of us do it, So anything that happens in the house of Marwa or Rocio or to Concret's mom, he has to pick that moment and talk about it. And we have been seeing him talk about from Winnie, how Concret's mom always spies on her, to things to do with the Dimwango, to David Jr. and Marwa. And I feel like he has pain. He talks out of pain because he would be the one experiencing this. However, he has not had a chance. Now, so, I can agree with him on some things, but I can disagree on others. So, Kohera Senior, what did you say? You said that this Ondari man did not have anything. It is true he may not have anything, but I can assure you it is possible that Concret's mom used to earn money and then entrust to Ondari to invest, because in past, women did not have that confidence that they can invest on their own. And she kept buying things through Ondari's name. And of course, because it was a patriarchal society, Ondari would have been out there saying that, yeah, I've done it. And so he gained the confidence of the community. And that's why he looks like he's very powerful in Nyabohanse. However much we see him in the black t-shirt all the time, the black t-shirt with white strips on the collar and a green pair of trousers all the time, and gumboots, So he may be engineering through facilitating the growth of that property. You have also said that Marwa used to entrust whatever money he got from YouTube whenever he was traveling to Ondari so that he can do projects for him or for the family. Of course, he was not forced, was he? No. So if he did and he called that piece of land his, of course we are accepting that it's his. The only question we are raising, where are the documents for Rocio? When he has given that plot to Rocio, where are documents? Because if you give me land that I don't have a title deed for, I cannot go to a bank and earn anything from it. All right? I can't. That's the reality. Like, I can't entitle that. Even I can't take a loan anywhere using that land. Or if I'm arrested, I cannot use that piece of land to get out of jail. That is the truth. So let's see what more Kohera Senior shares here.
While he traveled, then he is back now to see where his money, his money was doing. So that is the money which Ondari used to buy land, all those tracts of land. But remember, one day I told you that I had a clue that this gentleman was documenting this land to his name, not to Marwa's name. He was doing that. He was documenting. They have now woken up. Now I saw Omache being very angry.
Yilmaz, hi. Welcome on board and like the video, please. How are you? I hope you're fine. I don't know where Sachi part went.
You see, the ancestral land means where the ancestors were buried. That is a generational land. Ancestral land means where people had built the grand. Even if you try to cultivate in some of the areas where they had put their homes, you will excavate, you will exhume bones of the ancestors there. That's why I was saying you must be very careful when you are buying an ancestral land, which is against the
so
because you are going to exhume.
Kohera Senior holds on to very funny cultures anyway, but it is what it is. When he says what he says, he is sharing his belief, And my question would be just maybe Kohera Senior feels bitter to an extent that he thinks that Marwa or Kohera or Ondari should stop buying more land in this place, because if they buy ancestral land that is conflicted, they're gonna face ghosts. That is his reasoning anyway. Yilmaz, I'm waiting for your like on my channel actually. So consider liking the video and subscribing for those who have not. Yilmaz, consider liking the video. I really missed you in my other 2 videos, live streams. You didn't appear, but thank you for being here. Big up to you. Welcome on board. All right. So Kohera Senior is raising an argument after seeing Rocio being given land. And now he's raising aspect to do with ghosts and skulls and all that exhuming. Now, meanwhile, let's go back to the tour. You people, Nairobi teacher. I saw you really talking about Gitriba and Rocio, and we can still see Jamaican uncle at the back, the presidential seat, together with Marwa, while Rocio is taking the wheel. Aldo Tonello, welcome on board. Yilmaz, where did you go? Sachi passed. Gita Josh, where are you people? Aldo Tonello, thank you for being the top fan number 3. You can actually consider liking the video and also subscribing to the channel if you've not subscribed, and I'll really appreciate that. Means a world to me, you know. It's so great to have so many people coming on board and at the same time liking the videos and watching my other videos earlier, right? So I really appreciate, guys. So we saw Rocio driving the baby, the Mercedes Benz, very softly. By the way, she did it very well compared to the other time she was with Gitriba. And I was like, yeah, things have relaxed, you know. When you see Jamaican uncle holding a conversation at the back, people call him a mole, the one that has to always watch over things and, you know, but I called him a buffer. Most times I call him a buffer to make things, you know, seem like they're cooling down, because most of the times he listens, then he talks when people are quiet, or when things are so hot, he speaks and cools things down. So here Rocio was actually driving very smoothly towards Nyabohanse, and they were going to see the V's construction site. I was like, you people, you don't visit each other. You are just in the same market. I wonder how I can stay in the same place with my sister or brother. Then I don't appear easily where they are. It's only Dimwango and Marwa whom we see appearing close to each other most times. What about David Jr.? Guys, you would say that I'm playing politics, but the reality is when you see the distance between Marwa and David Jr., you would wonder what is there. Even he himself, he said that it's the first time since the brother started construction that he's appearing here. When on the other hand, we normally see him at Dimwango's construction site every blessed day. He can even go there twice a day. So what is happening? Is there something in the house cooking? You know, you can't tell me that it's just out of goodwill. Now, with the word jealousy happening to be so much in Nyabohanse, I begin to ask myself, is there jealous within the house, like sibling rivalry? Somebody should tell me. Is there sibling rivalry within Ondari's house? Marwa, David Jr., and Dimwango. What is happening? David Jr. is normally very free with Dimwango. Marwa is very free with Dimwango, but then what about David Jr.? Why is David Jr. and Marwa? I've not actually seen them so close, or even Marwa has testified today when they drove towards the construction site that it is the first time he's appearing here. And remember, they are now on the 2nd floor. They are flooring the 2nd floor. Yeah, let's go through this and see how this lady is really driving softly here, guys.
The only thing, the only thing, somebody will be there, because when you're turning, it's loud. Yeah. So if you take the corner too sharp, it will scratch the back. Yeah. So you have to have that judgment. And especially when you're going to around, like somewhere, like you when you go around to Mama and there, watch your, get through your mirror, and see if your back is away from the thing that to scratch it up, you know.
Alright guys, we're going to see my dad, Mr. Ondari, and we are more than excited. Even today will be my first time visiting my brother's construction project officially.
Yes.
I've passed there, I've seen it.
Yes.
But now officially it will be my first time going.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I stay here in the bush until...
Yes, there's too much work to do over
Too
there.
much work to do until, you know.
After this man?
This guy is called Dan. I see him with his wife.
Okay.
That is actually real love. They're always together,
Always
24/7.
That's good.
And they don't have a bike.
Hey, guys, did you hear that? So Marwa knows what real love is, and he has always been away from the wife all the time. He knows what the wife wants, but he has always been keeping himself busy. So guys, let's listen to this part, very interesting. The first part that I was interested in is the fact that the Jamaican uncle is encouraging him to learn how to drive and especially use the Land Cruiser, but make sure that he's taking corners, he takes a long corners and weighs on or measures distance without underestimating, you know. And as I told you the other day, I suspect it's Rocio who scratched that Land Cruiser, and Gitriba just kept quiet because he did not want a lot of fuss. But the reality is she's the one who scratched because she said when riding the Benz the other day, that day I underestimated, guys. So they pass by Dan and the wife, and Marwa gives a comment that is quite interesting, guys. So he knows what Rocio actually wants. He knows. You know? Let's go to it.
Like, you when you go to Mama and there,
Yeah.
keep watch your, get your mirror
Yeah.
and see if your back is away from the thing that to scratch it up, you know.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're going to see my dad, Mr. Ondari, and we are more than excited. Even today will be my first time visiting my brother's construction project.
Yeah, the reality is, as I've just asked, Marwa stays within Nyabohanza. It's not a distance. When I look at the distance they cover, but he has taken a long time before he came to the construction site. And I always see David Jr. at, you know, at Dimwango's construction site. I always see Marwa at Dimwango's construction site. I always see Dimwango also at the villa. But there is something very funny between Marwa and David Jr. David never come for, you know, for Marwa to go to his side. Let me refill. All right, guys. So, what I'm saying is, it has taken, you know, I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand, and I hope that there's no sibling rival in this relationship between Marwa and David Jr. In fact, even when they are together, they don't seem to be very comfortable with each other. I seem not to understand. Maybe because I started watching them closely every day from, let's say, 2 months ago. Maybe something else happened earlier. In the past, I used to just watch Marwa once in a while and Dimwango once in a while. But I don't understand what is the fuss between Marwa and the sister, the brother, David Jr. anyway. Now, an interesting conversation rises when Marwa sees some people through the car window. And let's see this.
Officially,
Yes,
I've passed there, I've seen it,
yes.
but now officially it will be my first time going.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I stay here in the bush until
Yes, there's too much work to do over
too
there.
much work to do until, you know.
After this man?
This guy is called Dan. I see him with his wife.
Okay.
That is actually real love. They're always together,
Always.
24/7.
That's good.
And they don't have a bike,
Yeah, they
so
walk
they walk together.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell us, Marwa, that maybe poor people sometimes can be apply more love than the rich? Because you personally, you don't give a lot of time to Rocio. You've been forced of late by the subscribers and reactors to do so. But the reality is that you are always complaining, I'm to the construction site, I'm to the I don't know what, I'm to the this. So you attend things so much. I hope that since recently you defined to us that there is going to be change, part of the change will be what you are pointing out about Dan and the wife, you know. The fact that you will always have to make time for your family or for Rocio than anything, so that these riffles or strikes do not happen, you know. Yeah, so you don't give a gap whereby other things now invade the space between you and Rocio. Anyway, let's proceed and watch for me.
They walk together.
Yeah,
You can imagine.
that's we love that, man.
Yeah. Oh, you have to stop as you take it low. Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's Rocio. Enjoy.
I know that point people will be analyzing today. You've seen? I hope so. I hope you saw.
And also practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
You know, the
More you practice, the more perfect you become.
Aye. Yeah, you do like that.
They love that, man.
Yeah, when they see Rocio,
When they see the Mozungo.
everybody changes to English. You know,
I'm telling you.
everybody changes to English.
English, man. Yes.
Oh, I see the house. Even from here, you can see it.
You can see from here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Straight.
Okay.
Rocio, you know how we are going there?
No, not really.
The river will show you. We have to cross.
I show you.
Yes. Big bumps somewhere
Hey.
in the river.
Yes,
Marwa really speaks a lot and forgets that he's speaking and then says somebody else will do it. So
Guys, this is Nyabo Hans. You see this place?
as he is talking, he realizes that Gitriba is the front. And of course, someone who provides direction in a car is supposed to be seated at the front. So Marwa keeps saying, yeah, do you know where you're going? It is like this, you know, you cannot be showing somebody where to go and you are at the back seat. No, you need to sit at the front. But then Gitriba knows the place, and of course, we know what we know, right?
Growing like this.
We hope history won't repeat itself. So
You still don't run away from your home.
And I'm sure plenty of these people that call into, you know,
Yeah.
he is not even sure that Rocio will park the car.
when you
But Rocio is good, a good driver for that case. Even if she doesn't have a license, I actually see that she is good enough.
he's driving on.
She's good enough. Accidents happen, and whatever happens in the in the big vehicle was just an accident, I believe, you know.
You know we are going that way, the river.
This one?
Yeah. Put signal. Slowly.
Holy. I'm speaking Swahili now.
Pole.
Use the first one that teach me no more. When you're doing video,
Yeah.
and you always explain when you say anything in Swahili.
Yeah.
Where? I go where?
We're gonna go.
You can go like this, then you park over there.
Guys, if the river or here. Ona hapo kwa mchanga.
Nataka tu apaki hapo hivi.
Hapo ni safe.
Oh, David,
You can leave the river to do the parking, or you want to park.
come and learn to do everything. Use the first
Yeah, so at some point, Marwa is not sure whether Rocio would park, but I think she's a good driver, right?
Explain when you say.
So let's hear that part whereby he thinks the driver should park, and they're even arguing about what should happen. But then Rocio says, I'll do it. Because when you are learning, practicing everything, you need to perfect in everything, guys, you know?
Where? I go where?
We're gonna go.
You can like this, then you park over there.
Guys, safe with the river or here.
Marwa will always doubt
Nataka tu apaki hapo.
another person's idea.
Oh, David,
You can leave the river to do the parking, or you you want to park?
No, make it lunch, we do everything.
Okay.
I like the way Rocio stands by herself, you know. I want to park because when you are learning driving, sometimes people can make you feel so, you know, that you are so not that competent. But focusing can help you do what you have to do. So I like the fact that Rocio actually stood by her feet. I don't know why people are thinking that when she comes she'll be cawing. I think Rocio is one kind of person who stands by herself and doesn't want to be like other people. So here she stands for herself, and actually she does the parking with a lot of confidence, you know.
Here is very okay. So we're going to see. Congrats, Dad. Hi, Rocio. Rocio, close the way. From Uncle.
All right. So finally, as these people got to David Jr.'s place and they monitored the con that was there, you know, and we saw them together for a while.
Welcome to my
brother's construction. Is a business or what?
This is business.
It's a commercial house. I can't stay here by myself all of this. Yeah.
It's a commercial house.
Yeah, it's purely for commercial purposes.
Guys, I know some of you are very new here. This is my brother David Jr. I want to give him time to explain what is going on, who he is, just in case maybe. Oh, Uncle, you are a real trooper. Uncle has never missed a video.
Sometimes I have too much video and put out 2 in one day.
Yeah. You're a real trooper.
Yeah, guys.
Guys, you know when we were growing up, this neighbor, his name was also Marwa.
Yeah.
You know, Marwa is a community name. He's the one sleeping over there. May his soul rest in peace. Oh, here is actually his mom and his mom. Yeah. By me, I say the day I will go to heaven, I don't want them to build that. No, just normal. They can plant a tree there. Because sometimes maybe if somebody else wants to live here,
Yes.
it gives them a little shock.
For me, super shock. I cannot take my eyes off of it.
Yeah. So, but he was a very nice man.
Okay.
You see when we were building, you see this wall? My mom, my dad, we were building houses on this side, attaching to his wall.
We used to have a kitchen.
We used to have a kitchen and the smoke would pass here and go to the rich man's compound.
Actually,
But he still not
Never been no problem.
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
Holiday,
Yeah.
you give me my channel.
Yes.
I never miss a day.
Oh,
One day.
Uncle, you are a real trooper.
So guys, Marwa comes up with a statement that really fascinated me. He has this neighbor when they were living in Nyabohante known as Marwa. And when they were growing up, just listen to what he says.
Marwa is a community name.
Listen to what he says.
Over there. May his soul rest in peace. Oh, here is actually his mom and his mom. Yeah. By me, I say the day I will go to heaven, I don't want them to build that.
No other.
Just normal. They can plant a tree there. Because sometimes maybe if somebody else wants to live here,
Yes.
it gives them a little shock.
For me, super shock. I cannot take my eyes off of it.
Yeah. So, but he was a very nice man.
Yeah. You people, Rocio can curse you using her onyx and back to the sender, but she cannot look her eyes on a grave. Guys, a grave that she does not even know whoever is resting there. What is so big about that? Anyway, it is what it is. I don't want to divert from the main story, but I got another diversion here when Marwa said that when they were growing up, their mother would have their house attached to the wall of someone, and smoke would actually spew to the neighbor's home, and the neighbor never made any fuss. And I was just imagining, Marwa, are you listening to yourself? Because you have complained about Gintu walking around your fence. And that is not big deal. Let him make his ends meet. And let him make a lot of noise. Even if he talks about your name, you already have a name. And those who want to believe in you will believe in you. Those who don't want, they will not to. So let's listen to this, guys, and I don't know what you think about this. Let's look at this.
Okay.
You see when we were building, you see this wall? my mom, my dad, we were building houses on this side, attaching to his wall. We used to have a kitchen, and the smoke would pass here and go to the rich man's compound.
Actually,
but he still not
never had no problem.
Zero.
Zero. But the thing is that, Marwa,
yeah,
we are here just for a time,
Yeah.
So why are we going to kill ourselves?
That is true. That is
Look
true.
where they are right now.
Yeah, that is true.
And this reminds you, Uncle, life is so precious.
Of course.
You need to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Just live life to the fullest.
Just enjoy.
Hey, sometimes when we talk, we don't listen. So they were actually bringing out a point that in my way, I would actually tell them, relax. Let people make the noise. Let people make the loudest noise they want. But so what? If you live your life, live it. Life is precious. And after all, we live for a very short period. Maybe maximum of 60 years currently. Maximum of 60 years. And if you are in 30s, you're waiting for 30 more years. So don't make so many enemies. And whatever mistakes people do, you can forgive them. And let life be what it is. Because if you keep bothering yourself about those who are jealous, those who are, I don't know what, it won't matter at all. Especially when you are rich. Take things easy, Marwa. Take things easy. Just as you have said in that part, I would wish you leave that legacy, right? All right, so they were here for a while, and now I want us to go to this thief in the villa. The thief in the villa.
Yes.
So when they arrived back to the villa,
I schooled here.
Yes.
The password of that boy.
It's the district. Yeah,
I was among the top.
Okay, that's what.
He's hiding a phone. Then to ease himself. So this guy thought we were doing jokes.
So sometimes I think the camera not working.
Yeah.
My restaurant,
Guys, there is a small boy who has been caught. He came here to steal. He's been caught by CCTV. Let me show you one more time from here.
Can I show you on the screen?
Yes, please. Let's see what...
so there is a phone that was lost here. I think it's the phone for the person making CTV. And the young boy had to change the pattern very fast. And even the password, I don't know. Nyabohanse has all sorts of people. A young boy who does that, and he's even in primary school, and he depends on Marwa for fee. I was like, what am I saying? Anyway. But then Marwa, I thought you spelled this fact of the villa out of bounds long ago. How comes still some people are coming around and, getting to the bedroom? When the international visitors came, it was clearly spelled that no one will go upstairs. Now, does it appear that people have a free way around the villa? Like I would expect that if you have gone out, you have locked doors, for example. And if there is anyone around, they should be paying attention. And in fact, when you become rich as you are, you are supposed to hire. I thought when somebody becomes rich and they have this big house, that is the disadvantage of a big house. Because when you look at Nastor's house, he doesn't need a lot of people around to guard. Once he locks the external door and internal ones, then he'll be safe. The only remaining part will be the gate. But with the big villas, this one, Marwa, you need to hire a lot of people around. The janitors, the caretakers, the gate person. Yet, I don't see like you've hired any. The people who are around there, like Musavi, sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes in the farm, sometimes everywhere. The other boy, you said is lazy, but you don't want to mention the name. I don't know what role he does. I normally see the Mawiras, a lot of people there. You cannot even say who is who. Uncle Mo is always everywhere. You can find him at David Junior's place, Dimwango's place, your place. So he's nowhere specifically. Gitripa is always the driver with you people. When you are living, he's with you. So I wonder how you left this house when you are living with Rocio, because now the visitor even comes out to spell that when he was coming out, he wanted a basin, or rather a bucket, and he began looking for it. And he met this boy. The boy was just like, he doesn't know where it is. Musavi also doesn't know where it is. So let's go on, flow with the vibe.
How can this boy attempt to steal when we have all the technicians around?
Of course, people steal at such a time, Marwa. When someone purposes to steal, they steal when so many people are around because they know there's confusion. And for him, maybe he thinks that when CCTV is just being installed, it's not working yet. So Gintu, you've seen a boy has been arrested. And on the comment section, people are very foolish sometimes. I don't know. Like, hatred is transferred from the person targeted to other people. Like now, there are followers, subscribers of Marwa, who believe that Gintu has sent this boy to steal. Really? Like, really? Even if Gintu is desperate, I don't think he would actually dare send somebody to steal a phone in the villa. For what? Doesn't he have his own phone and tools he's doing content with? Because I don't know why the fans of Marwa tend to see anybody who talks about Marwa in a negative light as an enemy. The reality is we are not enemies, you know. Whether you take positive and I talk negative or I talk both ways, I don't see how you can be my enemy. I wouldn't, because I'm not actually longing for the downfall of Marwa. If anything, we wish for him to do best, but only correct on one thing here and there. For example, with the big villa, he should hire people to monitor. CCTVs, even if they are there, you will know who picked it, but if they steal and run away, the reality is that is the reality. Because we cannot say that now the CCTVs are there, now the place is safe. If you are away, for example, in Argentina or Australia or wherever, because you said you are not retiring, you are still going to travel to some countries. If you leave the villa with your wife and you don't have specific workers at the gate, janitors who take care of the house or the bedrooms or whatever, are you sure that people will not come in and steal? Even if the CCTV is there, somebody will steal. They can mask themselves, walk in. If they know where it's operating, because you always take pictures of everything around the house, they still go in and steal. So the reality is that you need to hire people to take charge of places. Because the reality is that if anyone wants to do something, even if there is that CCTV, they'll still do and even destroy that CCTV. We see that happening in schools or institutions. Did we not see Central Police Station? They messed with the CCTV and they killed Ojwang and they wouldn't bring out evidence. We saw that. So CCTV is just part of the security, but it's not a full solution, you know? All right. So they went to check this CCTV, the same information, of course, and saw that boy. But I want you to look at this when he's brought around. The boy is brought around.
30 seconds.
Simu aliacha shule 3 years ago.
Unajua ni ile tulikuwa tumejaribu.
Sasa ukiweka mara moja na lazima ni ukiattempt hivi na
Unajua kila mtu alikuwa anajaribu.
Sasa wewe unafanya this is the thing.
Unakula hapa kila siku.
What is your name? I want people to know. What is your name? Brian who? Bururi. How old are you?
14.
14 years. What did you steal today?
Phone.
Phone and what?
And mic.
Oh, Meshapata mic. You already got them. And this phone was already stolen.
Yeah. Alikuwa anaulizia watu penye anaweza toa pata.
So that one was stolen too.
He stole this phone and he stole this headphone and the mic.
And this mic here.
And this guy is a visitor in our home.
Why do that, man?
He's 14. And the first day I met him, he asked me about school fees. Nilikupea pesa ngapi ya school fees? How much money did I give you for school fees? 1,000. I gave him.
Ile rimpe pia aendagi shule.
Hey.
Nyanyake pia anamuibia 50 akipata anachukua. Akipata tena anachukua.
Where is your father?
She died.
Your father died. Your mother? So you are an orphan and you are stealing. People will kill you, my friend.
Sisi ati anaiba kwa shamba ya mko yake.
Oh, hizi ndizo meraza niko shamba ya we've been eating stolen.
Hey, guys. Marrow with cheap things. You will eat a lot of stolen stuff. And one day, be careful. Because I've always been wondering, there is a day I even ask, why does Marwa like buying this cheap stuff from young people? Is it because it's cheap or what? Personally, I don't actually buy things from a drunkard. I cannot buy things from young people. or a woman whom I know is not stable, because a woman would steal from their husband or their mother-in-law. Also, a child will steal from their mother, their grandmother, or a neighbor. And a drunkard can steal for anybody and sell to you. So Marwa, what is the motivation behind buying things from these young people like this one? 2 whole bunches, a whole, 2 bananas. Marwa bought 2 bananas from this young boy. And the young boy is not a farmer. One thing that I don't do in my life is to buy from a young person or a woman who is not stable. Those people are very dangerous. They could have stolen for any motive, you know. And most times, these people sell things cheaply. So Marwa, why would you trust a cheap trader and buy things from them easily? Now you can see here, you've been eating stolen stuff. And there are people who normally, you know, like they can bewitch you for eating stolen stuff. If it is chicken, the chicken will begin to even crow in your stomach. What will you do? Can you imagine the headlines reading Marwa eating stolen food? Hey, your fans should tell you, you have money, you have a curse. Go to the market, buy bananas from there. Or if you have yours the way you have in the farm and you call yourself a serious farmer, harvest it from your farm, for heaven's sake. Hmm?
Every day. Every day this guy shows up with 2 bananas. Even today, he showed up. I gave, how much money did I give you today? Change. Change alirudisha. Yote ya kurudisha. Ulilipwa? I can't believe so. Alilipwa. Amekimbia. Si alikuwa anajua ameiba. Unaona hata kaanguka. Hizi alikuwa anaanguka kwa nini? He was running. He was running and falling down. So we were chasing him. Okay. 3 of us until we got him. We have been giving him, even the other day, he came and told me his mother is very sick. And she doesn't have a mother. And he doesn't have a mother. Now I told him, every day I am giving you money. Every day I'm giving you go to school. Yeah, 3 years ago he left school. He does not go to school. I've been giving him money nearly every day until now. Yesterday, is it yesterday?
So guys, actually here, as we blame this boy, we can also blame Marwa. The reality is that people are saying, keep people out of your home. Keep people out of your home. The real people have been reacting here saying that Marwa actually likes people because of cheap labor, or he knows that they'll do some work for him. And people here, we see them defending Marwa. But the reality is we can also blame Marwa, because you cannot just begin to invite in a boy without knowing their background. Now that his conduct is a chief or sub-chief, he should have involved. It is so easy for him to take a picture of this boy and then ask the sub-chief. Ask around about this boy, or the Kitriba, or the Musavi, or any other boy in the village. The other reality is that you cannot keep giving a young boy of 14 money that go pay school fees, go give for your mother who is sick, go, that one, that is what we normally call, it's helping blindly. And it's not even helping. Because, for example, if a kid comes to my house under 18 and they keep coming every day with some goods to sell, I will not buy it. And I'll begin to do an underground or background check on them. Because, guys, these days, things are serious. What if you're inviting somebody who is dangerous? We have murderers who are looming around, even young people who can turn into murderers. Why should you welcome someone into your house day after day, every blessed day, and make them sell to you 2 bananas every day? Really? Even if it's a farmer, where would they be getting it from? Where would they be getting it from? Then they come tell you, my mother is sick, you give some money. That one, even if people are on the platform saying, Marwa helps people and they steal for him, no. You subscribers, you are misleading Marwa. Those who are actually subscribing and fans of Marwa, you are misleading him. You don't even blame the right person. You go blaming this boy. This boy is already a delinquent. And given that he's an orphan, who is confused and he has been stealing, he has no blame to carry. He has no blame. I blame Marwa here because he's an adult. A person over 30, you should think. Someone comes with, like even a 14-year boy cannot bring bananas to my home and I buy. I should find out who is the mother. And even if it's that money, I'll tell him, put here the banana and then tell your mother, give me the phone number of your mother. And I'll make sure I call, because we've seen people arrested over stolen stuff. Because if you buy a stolen good, you are as good as a thief. You are. The reality is that. So they, actually, what I can see, all these people, they can't just tell Marwa the truth, but the truth is we can blame Marwa here. And I hope you learn the lesson.
Yesterday I told him I don't want to see him in my home. And even I told him now, you cannot be waking up 7 in the morning, you're in my home, and he leaves 7 p.m. He eats breakfast, lunch, supper. Who will live with? Huh? He lives by himself? He lives by his grandmother.
But he's stealing from the grandmother. He takes money from Marwa that the grandmother is here, and the grandmother is
So you'll check whether you have lost them anything else.
No, but what did you steal today? Jana ulibeba nini?
You know, we're going to check every camera.
Hebu show him hiding.
Yeah, let me show you.
Yeah. You know, maybe he thinks
Rocio is just taking her time and she will give her statement, guys. And sometimes we go attacking Rocio, but I think Rocio is quite right. Because if once I become a rich person and I have a personal house, I shouldn't actually just attract anybody every day. Every blessed day, people coming in. Am I an MP or something? Marwa is not an MP. Is he a political leader? He's not. So this aspect of saying that I'm helping community, I'm helping. I've seen people helping other people's kids like orphans, but you don't have to open your doors so that they trip in every day. You have to give restrictions. And I think that aspect of Rocio actually seeking privacy is very important. Only that if we have servants in that house, they have to be known so that they know whoever is in the kitchen is Musavi. Whoever is at the gate is Uncle, maybe Ogutu. Whoever is in charge of the fish pond is so-and-so. And then you give them restrictions of where to be and where not to be. But you cannot be there allowing even small kids, you know, kids are kids. And most times at the age of between 10 and 15, kids try to steal. They try to steal from you. They'll steal coins here and think that you don't know. They'll pick some things here and think you don't know. That is a behavior that happens, and that's why parents must be there to correct. And if they are not there, that child now becomes worse. And given that this child dropped 3 years ago, he's a delinquent child who can do anything. He can be even a criminal. And therefore, allowing him into the home without doing background check, that one, I blame that on Marwa actually. You cannot be just ignorant and leave your home to anybody walking in. And in fact, so many people have reminded Marwa, can you build a business house? In fact, just by the gate, he can build a consultation room. Somebody comes, they are asked by the watchman, what do you want? If they have not booked an appointment, no entrance. That should be what should happen immediately, because I don't think somebody like Marwa should even think about it and wait for years and years. Once he's told, that is an immediate solution. So guys, let's just see what Rocio will say here as we end our discussion.
See where you're hiding the phone? See? That's
this is the time for...
where did you get the stuff from the visitors? From the room?
Here. They were charging down here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But this one he went to the
In the
bedroom.
bedroom. So
Because
he
the
went to
bedroom
the
was taken.
bedroom.
This one went to the bedroom.
Well, okay, that's unacceptable, and we don't want this kid anymore.
Yeah.
And in fact, I don't want more strangers inside of our house all the time, left, right, center. If they are not working or doing anything, they're not gonna be here.
That's true. That's fact. That's fact. Yeah. They're not working. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because they will mess you up. They will set you up. They will do
Like
He's a kid.
Yeah.
You can't trust them like that because he have a plan. He says not today.
You can't catch me today. Maybe tomorrow.
So guys, yeah, so the reality is that we as adults should actually guard our homes. Homes are not business houses, and therefore separating business from home, very important. Background checks on visitors who come to our homes, very important. It's not worth seeking a cheap labor. You better pay for labor, but actually you are safe. It's also very important that you don't buy anything from a child, a woman who is not stable, and a drunkard. That is free advice from me. Bye-bye for now. Let's meet in another reaction later.